Okay, this graphing is not really up for a lot of, some people got it, some people didn't. It's not up to the percent that I would like it. So I'm going to do these 4 examples. Well, first off, there's some confusing on how to set up the tables. Okay. So you see that your input variable x is an exponent. Okay. That makes this an exponential function. Okay, now put a caret symbol, upside down V, between the exponent and the base. Okay, the base is 1/4. That is not a whole number. So you start with the negatives before going to the positives. Okay, and you can keep going all the negatives all day, positives all day, but we'll just go with that. Now, you also are going to have an asymptote. Now look at where you left off. You left off at +2. So then I will go +20 and +30. Okay? Now for the next problem. Again, the x is an exponent, so let's put an upside down caret so I can see clearly that that's an exponent. And the base is 1/5. 1/5 is a fraction, not a whole number. So we will begin starting with the negatives before going to the positive. And when I figure out my asymptote line, because any exponential function has an asymptote, the line you can't cross, you left off at +2, so you go +20 and +30. Then on the next page, once again, x is a power, so make your upside down caret so you know how to punch that in. The base is 2. You just look right below the exponent. 2 is a whole number. It is an integer, okay? So when I have an integer, not a fraction, I will start with the positive inputs and then make my way to the negative. Now I left off at -2, so I will go -20 and -30 to figure out what my asymptote is. Once again, x is a power. The base of the exponent is 3. 3 is a whole number. Because it is a whole number, I start with the positives before making my way to the negatives. And to calculate you left at -2, so you keep on -20, -30. Asymptote. Now let's get these on a graph. Now that we know our inputs. Now I do not want that -2 as part of my power, okay? I am going to delete that. And I do the opposite of -2, which is +2 to all x before graphing. Now it's just a matter of not being butterfingers with the calculator. You have a 2, you have a times, you have a parentheses, you have 1/4, 1 ABC 4. Close it, hit your power button. Okay, and then x. My first x value is -2. And then add 2. I got 34 for an output. Now to put -1 in, we just go where the -2's at and replace it with -1. And that's 10. Now, replace your x, reset it, I guess. 2 times parentheses 1 ABC 4 power button 0 plus 2. That gives me 4. Now all you have to do now is put 1 and 2 in, okay? 2.5. That's the same as 2.5. The U means it's the whole number and then fraction. Okay, up 2, 2 1/8. I will fix that 2 1/8 here in a bit. Okay. Actually, I'll fix it now. 1 divided by 8 is 0.125, but with that 2 in front, it's 2.125. Now I put 20 in. 2 times parentheses 1 ABC4 to the power of 20 plus 2, I got 2. Now let's go over the 20 with 30. I got 2. So I guess that tells me the asymptote must be 2. Okay. Now I need to go to these x values, not these. I'm not graphing those. Okay. These and plus 2 to all the x values. So negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Plus 2 is 1. Plus 2 is 2. Plus 2 is 3. Plus 2 is 4. Those are the correct coordinates. You notice how I put 2 in for the power in the first one? Well, what's 0 minus 2? It's negative 2. That's what I put in. Okay. Now, we need to probably go by 5s on the y-axis. So the first thing I do is go set my asymptote at 2. Now, I don't go 1, 2. I'm going by 5s. So 5's here, so 2's somewhere in here. It's about in the middle. Set the line, okay? So 0, 34, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 34 would be right there. 110, go right one up, 5, 10. 2, 4, 1, 2, and then up 4's right here because everyone's worth 5. All you really have to graph is the first 3 points because you know what's going to happen. You're going to go up there, and here you just get closer to your asymptote. Okay? Next problem. Now I know what I'm putting in and the order I'm putting it in. Once again, fraction base, you start with the negatives. Okay? And then your positives are used to find the asymptote. Parentheses 1/5, close it. Hit your power button, negative 2. That's 25, okay? Hit your up key, and now negative 1 is 5. Hit your up key, actually, you need to reset it. Parentheses 1, ABC 5, hit your power key. And instead of x, I would be putting 0 in. That's 1. Up. It's 1 over 25. Fix that here in a bit. Or no, I didn't do 1. My bad, I screwed up. 1 is 1/5. Okay. Now go to 2. And that's 1 over 25. Make those fractions decimals. 1 divided by 5, 0.2. 1 divided by 25, 0.04. And now I'm going to plug these in to find my asymptote. Parentheses 1 ABC 5 to the power of 20. When it says times 10 to a negative power, that means it's basically 0. It's not 1, okay? Hit up. Again, basically 0. So our asymptote's obviously 0. Now, I did not delete any part of the exponent, so I'm good to go with this graph, okay? I got to get to 20. Set your asymptote. 0 is easy to do. It's just the middle of the graph. So negative 2, 25. I go left 2, up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Negative 1, 5. I go left 1, up 5. 0, 1. Remember, I'm going by fives here, so 1 is not right here. It's right here. And then that's all you need, okay? You pretty much have everything you need. Just don't cross the asymptote line, okay? It follows the trajectory. Okay, my next problem. Again, the reason why I'm going with the positives first, because my base 2 is a whole number, okay? So -3, and also delete that +1. When I do my power, I just want to see x. I will compensate for that by minusing 1 before graphing, and that's to all your x values, okay? So I got -3 times 2 to the power and x, so x is 2, and then -4. I got -16. Hit your up key, and instead of 2, the power 2, I want the power to be 1, -10. Hit your up key, 0, -7. Now reset the calculator, because you're going to take -3 times 2 to the power -1, and then subtract 4, -5.5. Now, -1 now becomes -2, -4.75. Now I will be resetting my calculator and taking -3 times 2 to the power of -20 minus 4. That's really close to -4, I think. Hit it up. Oh, that's really close to -4, I think. So basically it's stuck on -4. That's your asymptote. Now, -1 to all your x's before you graph to get the right coordinates, because it's not 2, it's 2 plus 1, okay? Well, 1 plus 1 is 2. That's what I punched in, so that's what I want. -1, 0, -1, -1, -2, and -3. Now graph, I'm going to need to go by 2s, so I hit my most extreme value of 16. So the asymptote, I don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, down 2, 4. Okay, so 1, -16, I go right 1 and down. You're like, well, I thought you couldn't cross it. Yeah, I can't. I'm not. They're all going to be here. So 1 down 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 0, -10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. -1, -7, so left 1, down 2, 4, 6, 7, and then that's all I need, because I'll just go infinitely downward, and then here it just gets infinitely closer to the asymptote. Okay, my last one. Again, going positive first, because I have a base value of 3. So I got 4 times 3 to the power of 2, 36. And I'm good with having just x there, okay? I don't need to delete any part and come back later. I'm good. 12. 0 is 4. 4 times 3 to the power of -1, 1.33. 0.44. It's really close to 0 last time I checked. And that 10 to the negative power means that's really close to 0, okay? So the asymptote is 0. So there's nothing I need to go back and do to the x's. I'm good to go on the graph. So 236. We're going to need to go by fives here. So go right to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 1, 12, 5, 10, and then 12, 0, 4. And then I can clearly see what happens. All that happens is one way I go extreme, the other way just gets closer to the asymptote. That's how an exponential function works.